Cap-Haïtien is filled with people. Not as many as Port-au-Prince, Haiti, but it is crowded. And like the rest of the some 11 million inhabitants of this sunny island in the Gulf of Mexico, they can be desperately poor. Well, the earthquake a few years ago made a bad situation worse, says Patricia Wolf. She used to be a pediatrician from St. Louis, Missouri, and has volunteered in Haiti since the late 1980s. She says over the decades, it became clear to her more needed to be done here to fight childhood malnutrition.
For the first 15 years, I was in a village clinic. I saw sick kids and I treated them with medicine. Why were they sick? They were sick because they had an infection. Why did they have an infection? They had an infection because they were immune deficient, because they were malnourished. So I was treating the result of malnutrition, but not treating the malnutrition. So after 15 years of coming once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, and finding the same kids sick or dead the next time I came, it was clear that we had to do something about malnutrition, and that giving medicine for kids who are sick because they were malnourished was too little, too late.
So, Patricia Wolf took an idea from one of her colleagues at Washington University in St. Louis and started making ready-to-use therapeutic food. She calls it Mamba, or peanut butter medicine. She says the recipe is the gold standard for treating malnutrition all over the world.
It's peanuts, powdered milk, sugar, oil, vitamins, and minerals for severe malnutrition. And for moderate malnutrition and for prevention of malnutrition, it is soybeans and a little bit of milk and peanuts and sugar and oil and vitamins and minerals. We make both of those products, and we also make a product for school snack, which we just tested with a United States Department of Agriculture grant and in partnership with the National Soybean Research Lab at the University of Illinois, which has been a great hit.
The recipe for the school snack is pretty simple too. It contains peanuts, soy flour, sugar, soybean oil, vitamins, and minerals. The kids eat it just after arriving to school, almost always on an empty stomach.
Preliminary results are an improvement in anemia, an improvement in sick days, and much more activity on the playground and much more interaction in the classroom.
And Patricia Wolf says many happy children and many happy teachers. About 800 kids were fed the peanut and soybean-based school snack. Madzan Food for Kids has a really nice plant on the north side of Haiti. It was built with love and volunteers from the drawing board up and a great big loan from LGT Venture Philanthropy. LGT helps social organizations to grow with grants, loans, and equity investments with the explicit objectives of not interfering with the competition and in accordance with free market principles. In short, it wants to improve the quality of life of less advantaged people by investing in them locally. Madzan Food for Kids can do that in 4 ways, says the founder, Patricia Wolf.
So we treat malnourished kids with as much free product as we can afford from donations. We help peanut farmers grow more and better peanuts so their incomes improve and their children are not in our malnutrition programs, and their quality improves so that the whole country is not affected by this toxin called aflatoxin, which is ubiquitous in Haiti at present, unless we have monitored and mentored the peanut farming. We also do research and development on new products like this school snack, and we produce it in a factory.
That 4th point is mighty important to Wolf, the company that made the loan, and Haiti.
We could make it cheaper in the United States and import it to Haiti. Everybody does that. That is rescue. Rescue leads to nothing but more rescue. People need jobs. People need training. They need a future. No one's going to rescue Haiti and Haitians forever. Someone has to stay on the ground for a long time and build industry and build skill sets and build food safety kind of standards. None of those exist. In order to make forward progress in the country of Haiti so that people can live here, keep their families alive, and not hope for rescue from abroad.
Well, it's the old proverb in practice for the kids and the adults of Haiti. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Show him how to catch fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. For University of Illinois Extension, I'm Todd Gleason in Cap-Haïtien, Haiti.